Hey, what's up, y'all? And yes, on Monday night, yep, my Georgia Bulldogs are taking on the TCU Horned Lizards in the college football playoff national championship presented by AT&T. So anyway, and yeah. Yeah, of course, of course, Georgia is the the team, that has, already been there, done that. Of course, we did win the national championship last year. And, I mean, we only have one loss in the last 2 years, so which is as many losses as TCU has had this year. Let's see, and in the last 2 years we have one loss, and TCU, well, y'all have 8 losses in the last 2 years, so but anyway, so yes, so y'all made the right decision to part ways with Gary Patterson, because I mean he wasn't getting y'all to the playoffs. Well, I mean he wasn't even getting y'all to a bowl game. But anyway, say bring Sonny Dykes in, and you get instant success. Although I do just want to remind everyone that these are Gary Patterson's players, so just throwing that out there, right? We'll have to see what happens when he when he has time to get his own players in. So yes, really TCU is lucky to be here. So is Georgia, I mean, yes, we have both, earned our way here. But, we also, needed some luck. We had to come back down 14 points to beat Ohio State. And we needed Ohio State to miss a field goal to win the game and to advance. And, I mean, as for, TCU, y'all are lucky that South Carolina beat Tennessee and Clemson. Yeah, otherwise neither TCU nor Ohio State would have even been in the playoffs. So, I mean, and I mean, we, Georgia, I mean, we did need help last year. I mean, and in fact, y'all even, helped us get into the playoffs last year, because y'all did beat Baylor for us. So, yeah, so I'd like to thank y'all for that. And then also, what else? Yeah, and also we're also lucky that last year that Pitt lost to Western Michigan early in the season, and of course we're also fortunate that that Oregon got blown out by Utah twice. So, but anyway, yeah, the difference is that Georgia, we won, we won the national championship, and you're not going to win the national championship because you're just running into a better team. Sorry. But anyway, like I said, we have been there, done that, right? Stetson Bennett, been there, done that. I mean, both Stetson Bennett and Max Duggan, both have a lot of qualities that you like. They're both, good, underdog stories, right? Of course, Stetson Bennett starting his career at Georgia as a walk-on, and then, as for, Max Duggan, well, I mean, of course, he wasn't even supposed to be, he wasn't even supposed to be the starter this year. But he did sort of, earn his way into that. I mean, the same thing with last year. Bennett, wasn't even supposed to be the starter. But of course, JT Daniels got hurt, and instead, took us all the way. So anyway, so yeah, they both have qualities you have to like. They never give up. They elevate your team. You always feel like you can win. When you have him on your team. He just has, he just, puts this team on his back. He just has that, that it factor. He's a good, distributor of the ball, doesn't make, too many mistakes, doesn't have a lot of turnovers. Again, I feel like the difference is, again, Bennett is just playing for a better, more talented team. I mean, he does have, better pieces, around him. So, and also, of course, Bennett does have the experience of, and this whole Georgia team does have the experience of, being in this position, that they were, that we were, last year. So. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, your defense, well, it's just, not very good. Yeah, you just gave up 45 to Michigan. I think you are giving up like 25 points per game. So yeah, you're not stopping Georgia. You're not going to be able to get enough stops. I mean, for your chance, I mean, you're going to have to score a lot of points. You're probably going to have to, score 40 points, or at least get into the upper 30s. Like maybe you could win scoring 38 points. But and then as for our defense, well, I mean, yes, we both have really good offenses. Yeah, the difference in the game is going to be, the defense. We have a much better defense. It's only allowing like 13 points per game. So yeah, so this is not going to be close, like our game with Ohio State, or like your game with Michigan. I do expect, to win this game by double digits. I'll give you a score prediction of 45 to to 27. So, I mean, yeah, your Cinderella story ends Monday night. Yeah, that carriage is going to turn back into a pumpkin at midnight. So, yes, we're sorry that we have to be the ones to end it. Yeah, so, yeah. So, sorry, not sorry. So, anyway, yeah, so now let me, yeah, so anyway, so, yeah, like I said, not really worried about y'all like I was Ohio State. I mean, because y'all just don't have the offense, the passing game. Like, Ohio State's, y'all don't have all this, Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Egbuka, Julian Fleming, Ohio State's top three wide receivers are, better than any wide receiver on Georgia or TCU. I mean, yes, I know that y'all do have Quintez Johnston, but I mean that's just one guy. So, but anyway, so now let me address these a lot of people who are rooting for TCU, sort of jumped on the TCU wagon. So yeah, I know that everybody hates Georgia. Yes, I know that most of the country outside of Georgia fans wants TCU to win, which I can understand that, which I can understand that, I mean it's fun to root for the underdog, and I understand that a lot of people don't want to see the same team go back to back. So anyway, so of course there are some SEC homers who are rooting for Georgia, because we're in the SEC, and some that are not, but I think that a lot of people who are rooting for Tennessee, they don't really care about, the underdog, they don't really care about TCU, that they, a lot of them, just want to see, Georgia lose, which is understandable. I mean, we have a lot of haters. I mean, we are the most hated national championship of all time for whatever reason. And and we're about to win another one. So yeah, so yes, y'all just gonna have to deal with it, all of you. A lot of Alabama fans and Florida fans, Tennessee fans, Auburn fans, Georgia Tech fans, South Carolina fans, that don't want Georgia to win. Well, you know what? You're just gonna be disappointed again. So, but anyway, so yeah, so going back to the game here, yes. So yes, it is well, I mean, it's not really a foregone conclusion. We still have to play the game. So, so even though you're about to get steamrolled by the Georgia Bulldogs, if you still want to show up, you know, which I mean, I know you will. I know that nobody's backing down in this game. Don't worry, Georgia will be ready. We're not walking into this game overconfident. Don't worry. We're going to be well prepared. You know, we left prepared. You know, just as hard as TCU for this game. So y'all meet us in SoFi Stadium at 7:30 on Monday night, and come get you some